Oh, there Aggro is. Aggro, what are you doing in the temple?
Yeah, yeah.
Was the last Guardian cleaner? What do you mean by cleaner? Wow, actually, the grass in this game looks really nice. Normally, grass has this kind of horrendous, repeated texture look to it. I'm getting that a little bit, but it doesn't feel like it. Praying to the horse gods. Ha! Yeah, I think I'll just make do without any more lizards. The lizards just seem kind of like they're going to slow me down. Maybe if I get stuck on something, but there seems to be plenty of opportunities for me to get stamina back.
Yeah.
I am not navigating this tunnel. The horse is just doing it on its own. Let's see. If you want, you can turn off the in-game hints. There are in-game hints? Oh, you mean like break off the armor? That is helpful, actually, yeah, so he's not just yelling at me constantly. Oh, there it is. Like, what is this thing? Oh, it's like an Komodo dragon looking critter. Bit taller though. No, it's actually more of a deer or a horse. Okay. That mood lighting is so good. I love atmospheric haze. That's something that I've been really enjoying about being in, like, the Portland area. It's got a really nice atmospheric haze to it around here. Okay. Gotta just figure out how to get through this thing. Because those legs do not look climbable. Wait. Nope. Most definitely not. Well, I think I'm on my own for the moment. Aggro just flipped the hell out. Oh gosh, that's like its exposed ribcage. Yeah, so I gotta get this thing to kneel down somehow. Because there's a step ladder up its ass. Oh. Almost looks like I can hop in here. What the hell? Oh. Okay. So there's a sneaky little hidey bunker. Why, though? Okay. It's just kind of there. Interesting. So It's clearly waiting for me at the other bunker. The problem is, I don't think its butt is low enough. What was that? I just heard like an explosion? I don't know. Yeah, there was just like a BAM noise. Okay. Oh. Wait, is that doable? Ow. How would I get it to look away from me? Huh. I'm just gonna hang out here. I want to see what it does. Yeah, it doesn't like me, but I don't think it can get at me. Whoop! It can get up. Okay. Okay, that does hurt. So, yeah, too high for me to get it from here. So I think I do need aggro for this one. Kind of? Okay, this is confusing. Yeah. Hey, thank you for the raid. Welcome on in. I'm trying to figure out this Colossus. For the last couple, it's just kind of immediate, like, here's how you get up. I'm assuming I have to use aggro to ramp off of one of these. And then jump onto its butt. Aggro, aggro, stop turning towards the Colossi. We want to lure it back out here. What I was hoping it would do would be, like, kneel around the outside of one. Unfortunately, I don't remember how to stop aggro from moving. I guess I'm just gonna... Nope. Aggro, bad aggro, bad aggro. How do I stop? What is the stop horse button? I only know how to go forward. I guess stop horse button is get off horse.
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Nope. Okay. Whoops. Okay, so I can't ramp off with horse and then hop off. I can't Yoshi aggro. You cannot Yoshi jump off of the horse. Look. It was worth a shot. Okay. It's turning around. Yeah, so I think I just got to get it to somehow face away from one of those... Wait. What do the different eye colors mean? Does that mean it's searching for me? Because yeah, it's doing the I want to break that. Blue is normal, orange is pissed off, murder mode. Interesting. Okay. Unfortunately, yeah, he's too far away. I think if he was right up there, I could jump it. Yeah, you can definitely see me now. Yeah, do we have a bow? We do, but... Oh. It'd be cool if you could actually, like, put out an eye. I'm not sure. Wait. I can shoot the eyes? That's kind of horrifying. Okay, it's currently there. What is it even doing? It's mad. It's mad at that. Huh. Oh. Hello. That's the trick. I guess I just had to get it inside and then climb down. And then it just gets very confused because it wants to find me in there. Okay. And you know you're on the right track because suddenly the music is like, oh yeah, now it's time to get intense. I don't remember which of you guys said this at the beginning of this, but Shadow of the Colossus being one of the best puzzle games of all time, I think I agree with. I think that is a very, very valid way of describing this game. Because there's usually only one solution, but it's not like it's formulaic. And there's slightly different ways to approach a lot. And it's just vague enough that... Oh, I'm not hurting it anymore. Am I supposed to get higher up? Nope, nope, nope. Oh, yep. Alright, supposed to stab it in the head. Okay, there we go. I was just surprised because I suddenly wasn't doing any more damage to the neck, but I barely done any damage to it. But the answer is, I guess I was just supposed to stab it in the noggin. Wow, this guy's an absolute pushover once you get on top of him. Dang. Initial bit took a little while. Then, not so much after this. Yeah, when they close up, they stop taking damage. I was just surprised because I barely did any damage to it in the first place. Like, usually it's like half at one, half at the other, give or take. And that was like maybe a sixth at one, and then just like massive damage for the head. Oh well. Seeing these things die is always kind of sad. Yeah. I mean, they're clearly like kind of aggressive, so it's like you don't feel too terrible for them, but they feel so like they have nothing to do with you. Why are you bothering them? Let's see, so how many do we have left? I know this isn't a particularly long game, but I know it's not terribly short either. Oh gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? 12 left? 12 left. Okay, so 16 total. Alright. Why are there birds casting shadows? I'm not sure if that's how those shadows work. Anyway, time to take falling damage. Heal me. And remember there was the trend on the internet for like, I'm gonna say a month, of people doing like kind of the kneel and pray near dudes whose like pants weren't pulled up. You know, they were like sitting in chairs or something. You had like a partial moon or a full moon going on. Alright, I guess we're just going wherever now. Okay, so we're going kind of there but downish. Is the girl getting more and more pale? I I think she's just dead and has been dead.
Agro.
Once you know what you're doing, you can crank this out in a stream if you ever come back to it. I mean, I'll probably come back to it tomorrow. Like, I will be playing this every night until I'm done. The question is just how long will it take? Okay, got that one. There might be a little bit of a path along the side there. But yeah, she got sacrificed for some reason, so kind of no wonder she's looking kind of pale. Right, no blood pumping. Eventually she's going to start bloating, and then it's just going to get worse. And then it's going to get way worse. But yeah, my original plan for Shadow of the Colossus was to play it in 2 sittings. I think I might have to spread it across... I don't know, I guess if I play a lot of it tomorrow, that could do it. Really depends. My schedule is wackadoo. Do I wanna? Nah. You live to die another day, lizard. You live to die another day. I found out about you like 3 years ago watching Hollow Knight from midnight till 5 a.m. Yeah, that'd do it. I used to do that with Metal Gear Solid LPs back when I was in a freshman in college, going on sophomore. Sophomore? Not sophomore. I would change things a bit. I think I actually have to go in there on my own. Oh, do I like dive beneath maybe? Doesn't look like it. No, looks like I do. Okay, there we go. But yeah, I was... When I was a freshman in college, one of my... Not my roommates, the guy across the hall from me, was like, hey, check this out. And we, like, watched Chip Cheesum's Metal Gear Solid 2 LP. And it was really funny. I should go back and watch that. Especially, like, while Shell's gone and isn't there to judge me for watching, like, a full LP series. Oh, shit. I thought it was going to be a fish, not a bird. Well, this just seems problematic. Oh, did it say it flew above a lake? I just saw a shadow and lake. And I don't know. Okay, I don't see it currently. Unless it was directly above me. Nope. Wait, what the hell? Oh, are those locations of different colossi? Those beams of light. I only see 4, though. Ah, that's the ones I've killed. That makes sense. Oh, there he is. So it looks like the tail is very climbable. But I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to reach it from the water here. Wonder if I have to actually get it to perch on another one of the pedestals. Doesn't seem like there's any other good perch points, though. Or maybe that is the point. We will see. Yeah, I'm not seeing much over here. Is it turning to face me? Well, one way or another, I'm not going to be able to get at it from here. So I think I'm going to go up one of those structures and just try and figure out what to do. Oh, that isn't helpful. This guy's got awful swimming technique. To be fair, though, swimming with your clothes on is really hard. I don't remember what kind of shoes he's got. But, like, back when I was in Boy Scouts, we had to practice swimming with our boots on. Let's see, diving is faster. It might be, yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna try going in here. Okay. Nope, that didn't work. There we go. Oh, what is this? What was that? It was a glowy. No, can't climb that. It was a collectible coin? There's a bunch of them around. Interesting. It doesn't necessarily seem like these are as climbable as I'd like them to be. At least I'm not seeing any good climbing points. Okay, so the coins were added in the remake. They're used to unlock stuff. Oh. I definitely can't get that. What? It made a noise. Yeah, it definitely knows where I am. But yeah, it looks like these bridge things are not particularly climbable. I'm just gonna give up on that. Yeah, it knows where I am currently. Does it? Yeah. It seems to know where I am. Yeah, so it can see me when I am underwater. Hmm. Okay. It's just watching me. That's really creepy. I'm spending a lot of time just being lost here. Are you deep enough? I can't go any deeper than this. Like, this character's maximum is about, like, 3 or 4 feet low. Yeah, it seems to still know where I am, even if I'm, like, behind a pillar. No! Hold up. It changed. Its eyes are closed. The unfortunate part is I don't think this is going to help me too much. Nope, it knows where I am again. Yeah, so even when I'm underwater, it immediately figures out that I'm there. But yeah, it will lose sight of me if I hide behind a pillar. Unfortunately, these camera angles very much are just like... You want to take a look at him? Well, he's underwater now. Or, camera's underwater now. So it just goes into sleepy mode. What? I'm sure it's there. Yeah, there it is. You did it. You killed him. Good job. Yeah, he just got culled. It's fine. Okay. Who got culled what? Culling is it's a thing that a lot of games do to save on memory. So specifically, if it's something you can't see, oftentimes a game will unload it to some degree so that it doesn't have to, you know, just keep it in memory and whatnot. And that can be, you know, it's a good technique, but sometimes if you get the right angle, then it, sorry, 1 second. My eyes is just kind of buzzing out. Ah, that's weird. Okay. Nope, still doing it. I think I haven't been blinking enough. But yeah, if the game thinks you can't see it, why keep calculating it? Exactly, and then it just pops right back in. Let's see. Okay, so this isn't working. Yeah, it's just kind of hanging out watching me. Oh! That's an idea. Okay. Yeah, I can't sneak up on him, and even if I could, his tail... His tail doesn't touch the ground. What I was hoping I could do was swim under the water, he'd lose me, go to sleep, dip his tail in the water, and then I'd just climb right up. It doesn't look like that's how this game works. So, it'd be interesting if you actually waited long enough, if you would pass out. Anyway. Yep. That'd do it. It's odd. You don't think he'd give a shit. But he does. Like, it's a giant rock bird. What does he have to care about? Okay, I might take a hit here. I want to see what he does. Boy, this camera angle does not want to work with me on this one. That's interesting. Okay. Okay, he's coming around lower now. Oh. There's the answer. Okay, that's why there's 4 of them. And he's got patches of grass. Wow. Holy shit, I almost died from that. Okay, time to almost die again. Maybe. Come back. Come back. Come back, Mr. Bird thing. Yeah, I tried jumping and, like, holding on. I'm assuming that's exactly what I gotta do. Oh, there he is. Wait, do I have to hit him? Oh, he didn't like that. Oh, my HP just recovers automatically. Oh! Wait, hold up. I've done this boss fight in Pray for the Gods. Like, 1 for 1. They straight up just aped that design. That's so tacky! Oh. Okay. Camera? Is there one? Nope. Where's the other one? Don't tell me it's on the underside. That wouldn't make any sense. It's gotta be on the other wing, I just ain't seeing it. Yeah, so I'm back up to full health. That's good. I was really afraid this is going to be one of those boss fights where it's just like, well, you took damage. Yeah, there it is. It just wasn't recovered. Okay, we're good. It would have been a really bad point for it to start banking. Door flapping. Can you quickly grab onto the grassy bits instead? Well, this is just... hold on for... hope, I guess. I might have to take another try on this one. There we go. Is that the only one? Okay, it's no longer... What? Did it just do an Immelman? Or not an Immelman, Gosh, it's not a barrel roll. Whoop! No! Well, alright. That was piss poor timing. What's the next? Over here? Aileron roll. There we go. I had a roommate that was obsessed with, Star Fox. And he was one of those people that was very obsessive about referring to it correctly as an aileron roll as opposed to a barrel roll. Okay. Question. If that's an aileron roll, what the hell is a barrel roll? Is the barrel roll where you do the loop-de-loop? No, that's... I thought that was an Immelman. Or is the Immelman the one where you go up and then kind of loop around? Shit, I don't remember. I don't know any of these things. And that's why this battle's over a lake. Oh, absolutely. What, mad? There we go. No? Hello? There we go. Okay. So where the hell is your next glowy bit? Well, that sucks. He just let go and would not grab back on. I think I was like halfway through the animation of checking where the vulnerable bit was, and like he wouldn't let go of it. Well, it's fine. Kinda wish it just stayed perma-mad at me. At this point. There we go. Now it's bad. Now it's mad. Water would be like concrete. Yeah, but we're a video game protagonist. Its next glowy has got to be, like, woof, on its tail. Unless I'm supposed to alternate the wingtips. You banking hard. There we go. I didn't see the marker earlier. Oh, yeah. This is the muddy spot. There it goes.
I'm leaking.
That's so cool, though. Huh. You'd have to be falling from an airplane cruising altitude for water to be like concrete. Interesting. Wait. We don't just get warped back? What? Okay. Oh, nope, there we go. It just took a while. I was like, well, I guess I'll swim back slowly. Never mind. I'm just gonna have a big old peanut gallery just standing around me. I hated playing this in a dark room because the screen would just go white and burn my eyes. I'm just used to that at this point. Okay, so an aileron roll is when they perform a 360-degree roll while maintaining its flight vector. This is flying in a straight line. A barrel roll is where an aircraft changes altitude and direction while rolling, such that it flies a pattern somewhat like a helix around a barrel. Huh. So, it'd be going up while corkscrewing or downward while corkscrewing. Ish.